75% of Modern Warfare's player base is gone. And Infinity Ward's response is, don't you worry, child. Infinity Ward's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now. Yeah. So they're now saying, well, the stats are showing it. 75% of the player base for Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is gone. Now, I did a video about a month ago where I was saying about 50 to 55% of the player base was gone. So they're averaging about a 25-cent dip a month, in the game released, what, late October? So yeah, you're literally dropping 25% a month. Why is that? Well, if you look at the multiplayer, the reason why multiplayer still is over half of the maps, if you really look at multiplayer, they're really Almaz were broken down and sectioned off. So if you play multiplayer and you play Almaz, you get tired quickly because you see the same thing over and over and over. The reuse of shipment and shoot house, that's been for years. It's just not fun to play the game, right? We're gonna talk about what Infinityward got in a little bit, but just want to cover what's going on. How did we get here, right? You boot up the game, you play, and you win a game, you feel good, and then right after you win, maybe 2 wins, you are in the sweatiest lobby. The absolutely sweatiest lobby. You out here sweating and burning to death, like you out here, you Aaron fighting the colossal type. And it's just not fun. Soon as you spawn dead. You gotta worry about the hit registration not working. The audio for footsteps is horrible. Stealth perks don't really work if you shoot. Even with a suppressor, it knocks out your ghost. Stuff that we covered before. Infinityward's put cotton in their ears, and they saying, nah, I can't hear you. Cause you can't type to them on Twitter. And it's to the point where I think people are just done. The skill based matchmaking, Warzone is stale. The meta is still dual pistols, Phoenix, and RPKs, right? And there's over 20 guns in this game. It's like 5 guns per type, and only 2 or 3 guns. Maybe you may see a off-brand RAL every now and again. But the meta for Warzone, Battle Royale, which I don't really play, that's been the same and consistently been stale. You look at DMZ, and what is DMZ? DMZ is basically Warzone, except for you don't have to kill everybody to extract. There's no originality in Warzone. It's exactly the same as there's no originality in DMZ, sorry. It's exactly the same as Warzone. And it's, unless you got a team for building 21, which I didn't do, because guess what? I don't have a team and I can't get there. There's nothing really different. If you're gonna do that, just to do mission, you still gotta extract. You still gotta worry about players, and you still gotta deal with the AI. It's no different than the Battle Royale. So, we've talked about the issues. Now, we're coming across the point where it's time for their season 2 to be dropped. Now, it's supposed to be released on February 1st. It's rumored it's being pushed back to the 15th. It's also saying that it's going to be a new map, likely a resurgence with Castle in it. That DMZ will have 2 bosses. One is named Pyro, the other is called the Trapper. And the bosses are rumored to have weapon drops exclusively from them as well. Because we all know you love the fact that the M13B was locked behind a boss, right? The chemist, right? You'll love that. So that's back again. Now, the one of the weapons that they're saying is probably going to be dropping from one of them is a crossbow. And I'm like, some people think might even be a flamethrower for pyro. What is a crossbow going to do for you? You get in a gunfight with a crossbow. Is that like bringing a knife to a gunfight? I mean, you literally have what? One or two shots. Even with a high-tech crossbow, you still got one shot. It's going to be a meme weapon that you see for people who want to throw it up on YouTube for a video of them killing somebody crazy. Or maybe you can get a good snipe off with the crossbow, right? But you ain't going to get no gunfights with a crossbow. In fact, with this play style of camping, the crossbow might actually work. I take that back. But that's their plan. They're dropping more for DMZ. They said there's going to be updates to Warzone, including more missions. Yeah, that's the problem with Warzone. Missions, right. More missions, more variety. They haven't fully released everything that's going to be in these patches. This has just been what's been data mined so far. But you tell me, is this enough to bring these people back? You have some people who really love DMZ. You have people who don't love DMZ, either because of the PvP aspect and they just really love to do DMZ, or because they do Warzone and realize Warzone is just, DMZ is just Warzone, but you don't have to kill everybody. You let me know. This is Revos, and I'm out.